Ugh. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, new viewers. Welcome back to GFAs, the GFLs, and the Rebellion. As you know, I'm going to be going away for 2 weeks, but I will keep you in the loop of what's going on. I will be on the road. I'll be doing a YouTube video every 1-2 minutes. Give you a better understanding of what's going on to the road. It's good to know these things because that's what you need to understand, because you're actually traveling in the mind, but you're also traveling in the physical system. You just got to get the balance with the two and you're fine. But that's the hardest thing, right? So in that conditions, it's all set up. I will be in Palapa, and on Tuesday and Wednesday morning we can start there for a week. And then from there, I'm going to go to Malenko for 1 day. And from there, I'm going to go to Gulf of Mexico, Veracruz. So like I said, you guys won't miss anything in that position location of your avatar system. So it's all about understanding what's happening right now with the avatar and how the operation line position locations, where it went into 350 million years into the future. Whoa. Intense position line centers, delete, 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 delete. What does that mean? Well, what does it mean to have anything in position location in its avatar system? You have to truly understand is when you delete these things of programs, it's all position location for the avatar to go higher. Once you delete that doesn't resonate with you, your vibration goes higher. And that's what you want. You want to that's a whole process that you guys have to understand. Once you do these, it gets a lot more easier and easier and easier, and everything through its avatar system will have its indication to its conditions, right? Now, the voice grid line center is set up to patterns. Everything through the graph interference location program setting, I receptor interference 369 patterns, all position, all levels of coloration, right? 3000 triangle line center locations is sun, graph line interference locations off track line position location to its modified system, to its avatar system. Everything is in operation. Initiate to all levels, GPS tracking line centers, new grounds, new powers, and the average location, time position. It's now the time to delete your avatar that doesn't resonate with you in the past position. Okay? You have to understand it's very important that you do these things. Try to get into all levels of really deep center of you. Try to get in more position locations of school. Try to understand the connections of school. Try to understand the activations of school. Try to understand the space and time of travel of school. Try to understand your locations, your geometric line, center location, operation of direction locations of school. Try to understand what the avatar is. Go to bed as AI, okay, and get up as AI. Awareness of everything, the universal line, center location to its track system. But whatever doesn't resonate with you, delete, 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 delete. I have a program location to its connections. I've been doing that on live, and I can delete all your files. Very simple, very easy, done. Because it's way deep. And the position location can no longer surface in that high system. Now, you notice my voice has changed, right? So I go into Highline Center as a 5,000 line track. Now, 5,000 line track is a portal channel. That's what everybody's going to go into today. So whatever you have ground through foundation line positions, you're going to travel through. It's going to feel like Twilight Zone. So it's really interesting how you go with these position locations calculations. We're going to go into lost civilizations of Atlantis, Lemuria. Okay, in position location, Hawaii. Okay, you have to truly understand how it's all set up in calculation modification to a system. It allocates time center, but it's mostly understand why you're so lost in transition. A lot of people don't understand deleting files of its avatar. What does that mean? Well, it's the same thing with your computers or anything your phones. Okay, you have more storage. You have to learn how to delete the files. You know, just clean the system, flush the system. You know, these are the things that you have to understand what the avatar is. The more you allocate time with your avatar system, the more you understand your perception. This is a true understanding when you come to calculation to its connections, guys. But you have to delete those files. That's number one. So if you don't understand that time switch, I can help you out with that. That's not a problem. But we're in position locations coming into all levels of the solar graph. The voice grid line center, the 8 center rotation interference location is changing colorations of the sun. All right. So the avatars are in full operation now. They have to be in the 5th dimensional body. Okay. Time consumes everything because that's all we live on is time. Okay. Space of time, tracks of time, informations of time, avatars of time, alliance of time, formations of time. It's all connected to the avatar system. Okay. So just Try to imagine that you have a solar generation light. You have the atom in the center. Okay, it's all set up the fifth dimensionalized center, but you got 8-track location, right? Right? See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? That's what it is. That's all life is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay? That's what centers, position locations, solar graph line centers. So it's all very dependent. Center position locations. So you're taking everybody in position locations and you're taking them out the three-dimensional line body. That's all it is. You know, once you get in that position, you come back into alignment of each other. You come back into alignment. It's fantastic, right? We come back into the infinity cycle, infinity system. We switch the line, inner line center. You guys are backtrack locations, all levels, back to zero, right? I change your digital code line interference. I change the baseline center and everything position location to its calculations. But the sun is in full rotation of a new coloration. The indicators are now are higher. So this is eternity standing. I mentioned this yesterday on live on TikTok, where you basically have 10 seconds to send something out through signal in location to its conditions. After 10 seconds through a thought pattern, it closes its position. Now you manifest it, whatever you did. Program location to its condition is a positive or negative. So you have 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, it's manifested. So it comes back like a boomerang. Right? That's what it is. It's a boomerang. That's all it is. So it depends on how fast the boomerang comes. So that connection is 10 seconds per minute. But in space, the thought is traveling 10,000 miles per second. Do you understand? 10,000 miles per second, your thought is creating location to all level position to your graph line center its avatar. So it's important you delete everything that does not resonate with you. You have 10 seconds to create a thought. After that thought, you can retract. Anything after 10, you can't. It's closed. It's in its simulation. It's in its graph. It's in its brain. It's in its imagination. It's in its creation. It's manifestation. You understand? So now's the time to stay in the heart. Try to focus, stay in the positive locations, because after that 10 seconds, anything you manifested, you'll get it between 5 and 10 minutes later. Okay? Time switch location to its conditions is all levels to its simulation of its graph, to its architect. Setting the course to the avatar system is its relation. Truly understand, the avatar has to be in full operation of the fifth dimensional location of its navigation. The true understanding is you through its program setting. And that's why it's so important to be in that space-time position. All right. Space-time capacitor, high interference locations, space-time orbits and high line interference, space-time millennium and high track location conditions. This is all done through the avatar in the heartline center. Okay. Now, being 350 million years in the future just puts everything in perspective, don't you think? Especially with the way I talk. So it's really important. Just be cautious in what you do with your thoughts, guys. Okay, because after that 10 seconds, you close the window, and then you've manifested, and it comes back faster. So whatever you manifest, you'll get. Right. And the thing is, too, it changes your voice box line center. Let's say if you get angry, all of a sudden, what's going to happen is it's going to high rise your indicator location, your vibration location of its ground system. In calculation modifications, it's all about the indication to your vibration, right? If you're angry, right? You don't want to be in that position location, because what does that do? It takes a while to bring you down from aggression. Right? So it's a 24, 48 hour sequence. Remember, space and time, position, location. The avatar has to understand all levels of its ground line center to its earth perception. This graphs everything through its conditions, but it's the indication. Be cautious on what you do with your human residence, your emotional track location. You're all connected to your chakras. All right. You're connected to all levels of the grounds. You connect to the balance security line system. Okay. You have your balance, it's great. But what about your power line centers? Check all levels. Check all 12 track line centers. That's your DNA line center interference. 7 with the body, 5 with the atmosphere. Now, in position locations, once you get in your fifth dimensional line center, that indicator will be like going up and down like that, right? So it's all about understanding that the pyramid is a high line center. The gravitation to its pull of your Earth rotation is in a better circle line center. It's in all position location neutron interface. It's high position. So it's kind of like a shell. It's got right? The graph line center is its position. Cross signals in position location. You got your ending line center rotations, force line position location, the calculation. Right? So now it's in position locations of protecting your Earth perception. So the avatar comes in position, right? In the center operation, sets the core system location of coloration pattern. Right? That's exactly how everything is created through source. So coming into we are one, coming with source, position location, space-time creator, high line center, interference locations, back in calculation, the avatar system. You come into high force line centers, control your fear track locations, stay in the pause line position, and you'll be so it's all about balancing everything through calculations, right? Truly understand the vibration line position. Okay, I really want you guys to focus that you have vibration inside. Now's the time to really communicate to your avatar. Okay, so there's a lot going on, isn't there? So, all right, 5 minutes, we'll get started. How's everybody doing? Okay, let's see. Belle, how's it going? Chris, how's it going? Michelle, Devon, Sam, Marlene. Yeah, incredible graphics. Oh, that's fantastic. It's great to get that. Russ, Aaron, how's it going? It's great to see new people. For all the new viewers, when we're traveling, just concentrate on you. Question or comments are afterwards. It's important. We don't want to change any line graph, any sonar line center, any wave interference, position location calculations. All right. Now, you probably don't understand me now because I'm 350 million years in the future. Right? So the rebellion and the GFLs and GFA connect to me through how? Vibration. Only vibration, energy frequencies, and harmonics. The avatar doesn't understand the physical system of communication. You understand? Huh? What? No, I don't understand. That's the calculation, right? You're no longer in the physical line center. You're only in 1% location, which is its body. And then you become B body, A body, no body, right? Done. In position location, you come in 100 line center locations, which is 100,000 location of ground position locations of space. It puts you in position location of calculations, right? So it's all about understanding graph line center. Okay, so when we set position location of calculations, this is how it's set up. But be very cautious with your emotions and what you connect with your thoughts. You have 10 seconds. Okay, you can retract, but after 10, you manifest it and you'll get a lot quicker. Guess what? You manifested, right? Doesn't matter through calculation. Time sequence to its code line position. Because remember, you're getting to higher levels of the avatar of understanding what it is. Your energies are higher. Your positions are higher. Your grounds are higher. Your powers are higher. Your heart is stronger. Your mind is more adaptation. You understand? The synchronized center, your telepathy is high rising faster. Your eye receptors are seeing more through its awareness. Okay? Your track line center is more in panel. You're in one division location to all levels, no more in the paradox line system. You're in a full shift line connections of a paradigm into a high line system to a paralocation to its space-time center. It's allocate for you to understand the avatar of space and what it is through its division of its now location. All right. So don't worry about what I say. Just try to concentrate and pick up certain things through vibration. You know, because we have to understand how to communicate in all levels inside, right? It's very important to understand these things, especially when you come to E fields, force fields. You know, you don't understand these things, especially for new viewers. It's really understand how to protect yourself from light. You know, like what is electrical light? You know, you get two lights together, right? Try to understand the calculations. The positive and negative becomes everything through circuit, right? Light pumps on, right? Switch it on, switch it out, switch it on, switch it out. So you know positive and negative, but it's the balance position location, the male and the female of its wire. That's the connection location to its connections. You have your hemisphere line center interference. You just have to learn how to use it all provision locations. You have your energy pod line center, your eyes, your ears, and your voice. Communication level, flux capacitor line conditions. Y line center, V line center, interference line position location, X, Y, J in position location calculation. E equals MC squared times pi. Box center, box surface, box high line center, trifactor, factor communication, manufacturing line centers, operation, position location, avatar system location, and connections. Right? So much to learn, isn't it, from the avatar system? It's all about you guys getting your balance with your vibration system. So, Rainu, how's it going? How's it going, Taryn? All right. Michael, how's it going? Amber, how's it going? Steph, I know it's a lot going on, right? Trey, Allison, it's great to see new people. Really focus on that position, locations, calculation, modification, line conditions, operation system. All right. Drink your water. Let's see. All right. So when we're traveling, you guys are going to be traveling to what you harness the most, what grounds you, anything that grounds you, right? For example, Michael has his connections, Guardian of the Galaxies. He's position location all levels. Now he uses his canvas, 2 pumpkins, right? That's his grounds. He takes it wherever he goes. That's his indication. That's his power. That's his direction. That's the avatar system. Try to use that position locations because that's where everybody's going to go through. It's going to feel like Twilight Zone. So it's like walking. Here's a canvas, right? You're going to go. So you're going to keep walking, but you keep walking. It's like being in a phone, and you're just going to keep. You keep going and going and going and going until you stop because you need a location. It's the intent, the will, the creation location. You need all that to travel to position location to calculations, right? It's really understand these things, but you can't travel without the flux capacitor because at high position locations, all levels of the sun and the moon, and where it is position location is you in the center location of 369, right? So, right. Let's see here. Yeah, Gretchen Water. That's good. Overwatch, engage. I get a helicopter going by. All right. Let's see. Hey Zeus, how you doing? Just like to go through the list. Brand new, Matt, how's it going? Sarah, how's it going? All right. Spal. Yeah, if you're not sure, just concentrate, just listen, pay attention there, James. You're here for the right reason, right purpose. It's you to get into your avatar memory, okay? So try not to think so much. Just focus on what's going on. All right, so I'm going to set the grids, highline center interference, right? Okay, so it's all about understanding how to understand your timeline. When you integrate location to its condition, as soon as you watch my video, okay, I got close to 1,400 videos. I keep saying this, but each video that you watch is a high indication location of you, which means that you're seeing me and I'm seeing you in your position, which means I'm in your timeline of the now center. Wherever you are through the timeline, that's how real it is. So when you watch the video, it's not the past, it's you watching me now in your current location because I'm all levels of all timelines, okay? That's how it works. So it's good for you and it resonates with you. Some work with others and some just work with others in that position location. So it's true to understand whatever resonates with you, you watch. And when you go through my space time, you understand more position location and memory because that's what the avatar needs, especially now. And get rid of everything that doesn't resonate with you through data. Delete, delete, delete. If you want to understand position locations, I can set up a broken locations and delete your files. All right. All right, so let's try out position locations. Let's set the core line center here. It's an allocated system here. We're going to go with the high line position, all right? So we're going to go through pink, all right? Rose pink. True standard calculation modification line connections, all right? Women see different than men. There's a reason for that. You know why? Indication line center is the perception location of the light. Interference line position locations, perception locations, all chromosomes. High line center, X, Y, Z. In position, time frame, times pi. Calculation modification line conditions, right? That's why men are position location off system. Women are offline center position locations of integration to its condition line system. We're all in the future relation to our system line conditions, all position to its calculation. So try to understand that it's the male and the female aspects of both that's never had that calculation, right? So the position location where you come into the fifth dimension line center, coloration comes in position location. Everybody sees everything in different perception, but you're all connected to its alignment. The track line center is all fifth dimension of conscious system, people. That's what's happening right now. Higher level of consciousness. That's it. You just have to learn how to integrate your locations and understand the physical one line center, which is you, which is just a body, no body, at position locations. Then you come into 100% of the avatar line system, which is all space of the mind system, right? It's the conscious line center that you use through track system locations with connections, right? So it's all about the intuitive system. It's all about the chakra system, how to understand these things, how to accumulate, how to use information to its position, location, and calculation of space, geometry line, location to its operation line position. Your direction is all levels of its avatar system. You have to truly understand how to use this through triangulation, all right? Okay, so I'm going to set it through highline center. Okay, it's going to be fun. Okay, set the core line center interference. We're going to use the sun graph interference line position. Okay, so we go in the ground line centers equals box. Okay, equals triangle. Okay, that's the first line interference. Okay, now we're going to try out position locations, 3 realm interference line position weather patterns. Okay, calculation modification to its connections. Right now, I can do it through code, I can do it through structure, I can do it through position line center. So go position locations, 3 graph line centers, and rotation center in position locations. Here's a dimensional door, right? There's a door right there, right? Line center interference, program setting, setting up the graph line center rotation interference in position, okay? Line strips interference location of code system. All right, so it's allocated in position of time sequence, all right? So going through the dimensional door, lock, interference line position calculation, modifies signals to its position line conditions. And what do we have here? A computer system. See the computer? See how it comes together? See the keyboards? See the computer? Okay, so we look at ground line center equals box equals triangle line center in position locations. We have 3 weather patterns, indicate locations, barcode line centers, bracket interference location, 3 wire line center interference location, past, present, and future. Gravitation high line center, go through dimensional door line center in position locations, operation in position locations, new line center interference location, position location, and calculations. All right, going into the GFAs and GFLs and rebellion, set the core line center in the computer operation line centers into twilight zone interference line connections. Get them walking through their gravitation pull in position locations. All right, so I'm going to set it up. 40 minutes. Have fun. Woo! Party time. Happy dance. So this is exactly what you can do. Position locations. See? Solar graph. See, it's checking all positions, set the indicating line center. See, this is a computer. Know exactly what you're doing. See, because I'm traveling. For me to travel, I have to see this as a computer. For me traveling, I have to see the code. You understand? It's the ground line center equals box equals triangle line center. What am I doing with their bracket interference? It's like a telephone to a computer line center. You know, remember back in the 80s? Setting up the code saying location to get to your computer. Sometimes you're in a different apps or different country line center, you had to put coins in. Right? Just for the data processing work through computer location to its condition, operation line position to navigation to its calculation, a wire line center interference location and calculation. So it's amazing how you set things up. The graph line centers, the code locations from equation, all from a computer to a plasma line center rotations, a time sequence, time interference line position location calculations. I can take anything through travel line centers from operation of new people to GFA, to GFL to rebellion. All right, have fun. Make sure you drink your water. Whoa. All right, so it's amazing. Lost civilizations of Atlantis and Lemuria and Hawaii. All right, it's great to see everybody. Smiles around. Beautiful, love it. Energy's good. Just going through the list. Let's see what we got here. Merkaba booted, tuned up, heart frequency 52, 28 hertz. Beats are getting ready. Good, excellent. Pre-flight check. Your dragons are ready. Okay, connection interference. Connect to the Heartline Center. The child activated 100%. 12 confirmation. Good. You're getting confirmation, synchronous locations, synchronicities, interline center, interference line business locations. Yeah. So that's exactly what's going on with everybody. Fantastic. Lauren, how you doing? We did it earlier, so I'll be back to watch some of this. Okay, anybody want to leave? Let me know because I got to take you out. If not, you're still locked in the mine. Remember, it's very important. You can't just walk off. Yeah, you have to let me know so I can reset you, put you back in position. Right. Bye, buddy. You don't know where you are, right? You see things, but you don't know where you are. And you wake up every single morning and you're going to be in that mind center location to its position, right? Until I take you out. So it's important you let me know ahead of time if you want to leave. Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate that. Just give me a heads up and we're good. All right, you folks, hydrate, drink your water. Danielle, how's it going? Checking everyone's heart. Thank you, Amber. All right. Many grounds, grounds. Drink your water. Whoa, we're going down on the slide, huh? So much speed. The door fell out. Vortex in Lemuria and Atlantis now. Yep. I really want you guys to understand lost civilizations because it's all connected to the Avatar system. So it's important you understand that. Atlantis, Lemuria on the other side of the sand. Vortex, step through and see them both. Yeah. Everybody sees all levels, but you're in the same location. All right. Immediately, let's go into folks getting energy washes. All right. So it's two. Whoa. We're soaring over the water. I can see each other experience so powerful. Yeah. So weird. All right. Zipping through each place at the same time. Are you all seeing me? Are you okay? Catch my system. Striders are clearing the area. Atlantis at the same time. Sonars went back to us. We're in the same. We're in the taller entire land mass. Standing between two large pyramids. Orange belts. Above me, massive rods coming out of grounds. I think we all have to understand what humanity has to get into is under knowing how to travel. That's all it is. You just have to understand the indicator location to its conditions, right? So, when you come into position, it's all you through graph. It's all through you through GPS. But it's amazing how you go through code signals and everything through your position, computer, how it's set up to go anywhere, any place, any time, any direction, any location. It's past, present, or future. How you set up code signals, right? So, and it's all through your formulas. Formula, illustration, formula, right? So when you come into that, for all the new viewers, it's just trying to focus more. I like to do this. I'm going to do this every day for you guys so you really understand how to travel faster and faster and faster. But it's all position location for you to understand. The colors of purple. Let's start there. There's purple. And position locations. Now the moon can be anything through color. So can the sun. It all indicates you through your human resonance. So let's say your security line centers are off. Okay, so you have security line center, which is red, right? So it's here in position locations, right? It's our security line center. That's just the security line center. That's the sun. Now, you don't need anything in between because it's already up here in storage. See, the problem is the avatar has space, but it's not stored with space. You understand? So you don't have data. You need feeding process of data to understand how to travel through the sun. All right, so you can change rotation centers. All right, it can travel position locations to calculation. You can even change the color to orange. All right, so it's line signal up. Go to position location orange. So we go into orange, right? Right? From bound security to the sun. You don't need to see the chakra system because I'm not here, right? But you need to see it, right? Which means that you need storage, right? Which means you need facility, right? Which means you need programs, right? Which means you need your upgrades and downloads and uplinkings. You need these things through the avatar system, or you can't travel through it. So let's cross the signal location into yellow, orange to yellow. See? I did it through a finger point change. See? Orange, yellow, orange, yellow in one finger, right? So it's all about understanding how to calculate and modify system location to its calculations. Orange, there's orange, yellow, yellow, orange. See? It's all balance, right? And orange, yellow and orange. See that? See how it balances out? So when you get in the graph line center in position location, it comes together, yellow and orange. All right, so you try out the position locations, 12 line positions. 12 you start with because that's your DNA track. So you can't travel any further until you understand how to travel through that. So this looks like a kite because, you could say it's a kite interference with a 12 DNA. So you want to go to higher position, you do this, right? You see the tunnel? So once you go into that position, you can change high level systems to 3, 6, and 9. See, to a different pattern, location, different shape. See? Now, once you get into that calculations, you can high rise line center and you can go into the flux capacitor. See? See the intelligence? All right. So you line signal interference. You set it up, right? Comes down, right to the center, right? Opens up, another dimension, right? More security line comes in, changes all position location, right? So it's a little bit more interesting when we see this through track system. Now you come into the ground line center, set it up in position location, right? Once you get in that calculations, you can set up another ground line center, indicator locations, right, coming from the ground, right? That sets up signals to all levels of diamond core, right to the sun, and signals location to its connections, right? Graph and interference line position, you can go in the opposite direction locations, right? Set up security line defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? See how it travels position location to calculation. Now, once you get in that allocate time system, you can change the coloration pattern. Now that indicates location's higher level system. So you go into the center. You never ever leave the center because it's the physical line, which is always in the now. So the now becomes all level system. You travel through it. Right through. Right? You travel right through. Okay. So when you travel right through, you can set up point system location in here. All right. And basically you can come down position location here, do another point system, come back into the ground line centers, come back in location. This is what you can do through Atom, molecular light structure location, set up a whole new graph center of a simulation. All right. So it's amazing how you change position locations. You can keep the graph line green, or you can change it to position location of the same color. But if you do that, the security line defense has the same color rotation line position because it changes rotation centers to the sun and everything to the moon of its surface. So once it comes to position locations, it's all even, right? There's the shield. See the shield on both sides systems? Now this is protecting you in all level of rotation. Anything that won't come in won't understand your position to its computer because it's set up to a high line system location to its coloration. Now you can change positions into black. Go into black, circle location to its connections, start off with that position location, right? Now let's say you want to travel down into rotation center, okay? You set up security line defense. Security line defense is very important because if you don't do that, basically you're not setting up your alignments, you're not setting the time capacitor graphs. The time capacitor graph is to understand the stream center that you go through, or you'd be floating in space, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're in 12 position location of calculation, right? All right, and then you go into another downline center, rotation interference, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, securing line defense, and position location and calculations, right? Then you can high rise, you can stay in the high position locations and create a black hole. There's a black hole, right? Now, just because it's a black hole doesn't mean it's, in conditions of negative, okay? It's only negative if you think it's negative. So it's all position your thoughts, what your avatar is doing to travel location to its conditions. Pay attention. Now, you have to set up a secure line defense, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't recommend anybody get out of the 12 line center until they understand the position locations, how to use the avatar line center position locations, knowing you're always in the center operation to position, always in the center. So I'm working around compilation, but I'm reaching all levels of timelines into one sequence location to one calculation, one modified line center to one clocking location to the now system, right? So as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you can change the coloration pattern, right? It's pretty interesting how to do this. You can go from this color in position, right? And to this color, doing the opposite cycle line center, right? Interference location news calculations, traveling through it. There you go, travel right through. Set a core line center, back in calculation modification, right? You can line signal across, go into the ground. You have to go into the grounds because it has to understand this resolution pattern, right? Because it's indicator location news conditions. So you're graphing something from all levels of structure in position to higher force line center, right? So every time you change the graph interference, it changes the program setting to the ground interference line position location. You can change it this color. See that? Goes from that, right? So that automatically changes the flux capacitor to a new position location of Ryan's belt. There's the forks, right? In position location, understand the calculation line conditions. You can change the wire line center, but you have to make sure that the sun is in the right position location to its indication, right? So, right, so it's all the same color, right? Comes back down in position, opens up the portal line center. Plasma line center comes in rotation to its position location to calculation, all right? Now the plasma wall opens up to another line system. Let's go into an aqua change, right? Plasma is opening up, right? Time capacity line center interference. Okay, here is a diamond core line center, right? In position location, right? We're going to go up, we're going to go down, we're going to go down, we're going to go across, all right? Now in position locations, I'm going to open up the high line center. Graph indication to all plasma line center to its portal location. Now it's opening up, right? Now, you have your avatar and position location right here. This is your avatar flying. It's a true stand when you come to calculations how you can really travel. You actually see yourself going through these and how you create them. Okay, that's you traveling right there. That's you, right? Ready to go through. You go right through, right? So you can go any which way you want. You can go up, you can go across, you can go down, you can go this way, you can go that way, you can go this way, you can go this way, you can go up this way. Very quick, very fast. All in one signal, right? So it's amazing how you travel simultaneously, all through timelines, all at once. Ooh-ah. A lot of work, isn't it, to travel? All through time frequency. All right. Crystal grids, gardens, crystal river, sand, oceans, dolphin, mermaid, sonar, stopping guard, Atlantis. Excellent. Sun is like one of those big saws on a saw table, cuts through anything, identifying general space-time. Thank you. You have to identify. That's the most important thing. You know that. That's dolphins, yeah. Traveling in, out of water. Mermaids, families, dolphins. Ella, how you doing? Writing a dolphin now. Dolphin! Grothians explain I can call on them to help with sonar. Oh, in a cave with rose quartz shining in stones. Nice. Roots grounded, chakra in line, inner child, present, flux capacitor connected. He feels up for vortexing. Yeah, seeing the large crystal cities off the background is beautiful. Yeah, it is, isn't it? But I just want to show you how powerful it is, what you can do with all levels of travel, how I just keep adding frames and frames and frames. Right? So this is what you see in space. This is you, and this is what you see, and this is what you create. Right? But you're always in the center operation, which is you at the physical line at this 1%. That's all you have to understand. Everything up here becomes in balance. So it's kind of like I don't have to see everything because I know what everything is. That's a true understanding where space-time is, because it's all in the mind, it's all in imagination, it's all in vibrations, a higher level of consciousness. So the more the mind goes up, the more it comes into its adaptation of its computer to its simulation. So once that's created, all levels of space, you take it out, right? So it comes out, right? And it's out now. Like you see a connection to projector where you just see everything. You see the planets, these solar systems, and it's like it's all there for you, right? Because it's what you created from inside. And that's when you start living, which is it's now of its physical line connection, which is incredible, right? And then you understand line streams, data streams, interference streams, simulation streams, anything through calculation. It's all code signal locations when you're traveling through all levels simultaneously. Mm-hmm. Right? How powerful it is, you set these things up. Right? So, but it all starts with codes and formulas, all through a computer. So, seeing the news colors merge, wow. We are refreshed to feel the tiny lines of connections like a spider feeling the web of visitors. So every time you travel again and again and again, you start to remember more of you through storage, memory, through its avatar. That's the important thing. If you start releasing what doesn't resonate with you, your vibrations will stay higher and higher and higher and higher. Think about that. Everything that you have stored needs to be released. Delete. That's it. The avatar needs to delete these things or it won't be able to move forward. It won't have any indication of what's going on with its future, because you're always going to be stuck in the past if you don't let things flow all at once. So, yeah, you're welcome, Amber. I can help you out. Started to say I've deleted this subconscious program as I thought comes up I don't like. Well, there you go. See, now you're connecting more to your avatar valve. That's exactly what it is. Once you understand your position locations, don't talk like the general. Talk like yourself. Really get informed how to communicate. Really try to understand the avatar is all levels of a computer, but just try to point these things out over time. Try to really get into the indication. How's the avatar feeling today? Is the indicator line center? Is the computer operating line center location? Is your software's hardware need help? High rotation interference. Oh, I'm going to set up the data streams. High interference is off signal. So you really get comfortable with talking to yourself, because that's what you're talking to calculations, right? To fix your system locations. But when you want to channel higher, you're hiring all levels of more vibration of higher levels of intelligence, which is extremely real, because now you're going to higher planets, a solar connection, right? But it's better that the avatar understands more memory, okay, than less, because they'll be able to travel farther to different planets and know exactly what you're up against. Because if you don't have the data processing and you're coming up to something like an avian, or anything through our trillion or high line center interference location or tourists, anything that position locations, you have to understand their data, because they have their intelligence signals. They have their all position coloration. They have their high system locations, the programs. You just have to understand how to use it through vibration. The avatar only communicates through vibration, nothing else, nothing more. That's the universal language of light language location. Okay? So, hold on a second. All right. So that was the Water Boys that come every Monday. So it's good, you know. It's fantastic when they come. It's always good to have water, right? It's very important, especially when you're traveling. So, question or comments? I have to get ready for the trip. Got to start packing. I might go on TikTok afterwards. If you have any problems, let me know. DM me on a high assist location on TikTok. Go to my email. You obviously know that for all the new viewers. Just really try to concentrate. The rebellion can help you out, communicate with each other, get a better formation to each other, high position location and calculations. All right, so I'm going to take you guys out. Reverse position locations, triangles, high line center rotation calculations. Take the observer line center, occurrence line position locations, high position observation, high line interference location calculations. Take the GFA, the GFLs, and the rebellion out of track line center into all position locations of Lemuria and Atlantis, back in track location, the ground perception, and position location now line system. All right, now you're back. So, and it's important you have to understand. You have to come back. You can't stay in the mind line center in the past line position location of Atlantis and Lemuria, lost civilizations. Too confusing. All right. So, everybody have a great day. Like I say, you have any questions or comments, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you on the flip side. Adios.